All right, welcome everyone. This is the part 2 for the umbilical chakra. We're studying the blessing and virtue of awe, the fourth dimension, the law of change, but we haven't quite got to that yet. So that'll be with the Universal Mother Mary or the Divine Mother. But for this class, we're going to delve into the the first part of the blessing and virtue of awe with Archangel Gabriel. Oh no, Archangel Jophiel. Okay, so let's just jump into the slideshow. There we go. Oh, where am I? Pay attention here. Okay, so this is the title page, The Journey Within Embodiment of Love. That's what we're doing right now is we're embodying how things work in the higher realms. We're learning the laws, we're learning blessings and virtues, we're learning dimensional growth patterns, and we're tying it all into a 13 chakra system. And this is what and I just wanted to show this picture right now. My daughter's birthday today, September 1st, 2023. And we were at a garden, a really beautiful garden. And she took this picture of my granddaughter and myself by a cutest little stream, but you can see this great big golden orb here and the rainbow of light coming down. So just know that as we study these amazing teachings from the higher realms, to open up to the help that is all around us. Yeah. Yeah. Does anyone have any comments about this big golden orb here? I think it's connected to the golden grid and Sanakamara and Archangel Gabriel. And then, of course, I've been working a lot with Archangel Jophiel. So it's amazing.
Yeah, I like that ray of light there.
Yeah, and the ray of light too. It's all colors in the rainbow. Yeah. Yeah. And so she took 9 pictures and it's in every single one. And there's little videos as well. And yeah. So just keep yourselves open to what's around you, because as we study these concepts and teachings and how things work, they're they're as interested in us getting it as we are. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Steve.
Remember the mother when I asked her if Sahaja Samadhi was ascension and questions like that, and she said, "I'm so glad to be discussing this."
Yeah.
Remember that? Isn't that interesting? So,
I remember they love it. I know when I'm working on these slideshows, I'm surrounded and the understandings that are coming through are just amazing. So it's great to really be looking into this work. Okay. So on to the blessing and virtue of awe. That's what we're going to be studying right now with Archangel Jophiel. And as I said, I couldn't find a good picture of him, so we're going to describe him. And we'll do that in this slideshow. Okay. Oh, and this is my site, voiceoffreedom.ca. It's a Canadian site. And yes, my name is Kathleen, and the Zoom studies, you can get more information through this pink circle on my homepage. So this is my homepage, and the Zoom links for the classes are right there on the left-hand side. Okay. So here we go, into the blessing and virtue, divine quality of awe. It is the ability to feel and experience always and fully the wonders of creation, the divine, the knowing that there is always more to learn, to experience, and to understand. To know that our understanding and experience of God is limited, but the promise of further growth holds true. It is the innocence of the small child within, the sense of awe, the sense of wonder. It is the sense of understanding the magnificence of the universal plan, the unfoldment. It is the thrill, the expectation, and joy of simply being and enjoying the new miracles that unfold, always waiting for the next one. It is the relation of purity. It is the color of golden saffron. So there we go. That's what that great big orb was. The magic and wonder. Yeah. Okay. And notice that truth is very much in, there is a silver flame in the tri-flame in the heart chakra. So that's a great thing to contemplate at any time, any meditation, the tri-flame, and just know there's a little bit of silver in the pink one. And that's the color of truth. And innocence is more the purity color, the white, the luminescent white. So it's hard, but it's hard to use white on a white background. So the innocence is purity and truth is more the silver color. Okay, any questions about this definition of awe?
Suggestion. If you're gonna make something white, just put a border around it.
Oh, okay.
Or a black filling with a white.
Okay.
chakra.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, good idea. Okay, and Darren?
Yeah, that is a very good idea because sometimes they're hard to see. But
Okay.
my comment is, you know, the unfoldment, you know, in this quality, you know, because that's what keeps it exciting and new and fresh all the time. And so we look forward to the unfoldment, just like a flower unfolding.
Yes, exactly. And he goes into this a little bit more, and that is part of what we are witnessing. And just to know that it's like a miracle what's happening. Our ascension. Yes. Okay, good point. Yep. Okay, and purity, the innocence of the small child, is purity is loving who we perceive as our opponents, an active participation in the divine plan. So really deeply getting into that gratitude for everyone on earth, all the roles that they played, because without the bad, it's hard to see without the villain, there is no hero. So just to know we're all here playing different roles, and us getting to that point where we're blessing everything, you know, the entire journey and everyone playing their role brings us everyone faster into the middle. But Archangel Yophiel goes into that as well. Yes, Darren.
So what's the seashell for?
The colors. This is one of and the spiral, the ascension spiral. This is
Okay.
one of the images that my daughter and I created, and a lot, like, she painted the owl, the color of awe, basically. And some of the seashells, the awe as well, the colors of awe, the golden saffron and the gold. Yeah, so I don't know. I was just like, I'm in awe of the paintings that she was doing because it connects with the divine qualities. When I figured that out, I was just blown away. But most of the images that are on my greeting cards are very connected to the blessings and virtues. And Archangel Michael did tell me that my very first reading with him, that they were divinely infused. So it makes
Well, they are beautiful for sure.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, my daughter, she's really had fun painting them. Okay. So here we're going to move on a little bit. This is the meditation for this blessing and virtue of awe in the channeling with Linda Dillon back in 2013. This is when all this information came through. And at the beginning of this, before the meditation, before Archangel Yophiel, Linda said she was talking about the chaos and how Archangel Michael had come through, I think, on An Hour with an Angel with Steve, and talked about a new language to talk about chaos and drama and the intensity. And he was saying when we go into awe, the intensity goes away. We come into this place of expansion and the knowing of infinite expansion. But Yophiel goes more into that. But I just thought that was interesting because we're in so much chaos and drama right now. To really anchor in this blessing and virtue of awe, and then the intensity of it goes away. Okay, so on to the meditation. Yophiel says, let's begin by taking a nice deep breath of that wonderful color of yellow saffron. Yellow saffron is the color of a deep, deep mustard. even into a curry color, but with the highlights of gold. So rather than sinking into your chair or sinking into the floor or your car seat today, I'm going to invite all of you to come and play with me in Florida, and let's go to the beach. Let's go to the edge of the beautiful Atlantic Ocean, that beautiful blue that reminds us of the essence and the color and the cloak of the Divine Mother. Let's go to the beach that's covered in sand, soft powdery sand, in that unusual color of goldy, yellow, orangey, saffron sand. And it's a deserted beach, just us. So they're explaining about the color of awe here. It is an unusual color. And this is what I've kind of done as an overview of it. But it's golden yellow and saffron, basically. Okay, any questions there? Okay, so then we can see the birds in the sky and the terns running along, catching the waves, and the seagulls crying out for the sheer joy of it. Relax and let yourself be in the sense of infinite expansion, where you know perfectly well that you can be in two places at once. So they're talking in the physical, but they're also talking in the emotional, I think. So we're not only are we sitting in our chair, but we're also at the beach. But also think of it as being in the place of the mother and the father, the forgiveness and the gratitude, the trust and the joy, whatever you want to think, because it's like that's connected to bilocating as well. Take a nice deep breath of that yellow gold saffron, bring it in through your nose, through your crown, through your throat, deep into your heart, and sprinkle it throughout your bloodstream. These tiny specks of gold, these specks of Gabriel's gold, and relax and come with us, come with Susie and I to this wonderful magical beach where the grasses are tall and the dunes separate you from anything that is noisy or intrusive. There are wonderful green palm trees swaying gently in the air, and the breeze is caressing your face. And you can come and sit on the sand that is warm but not hot and soft, or you walk to the water's edge to let the waves touch your feet, to check out the dolphins, and to simply enjoy this time. As you walk the edge of the beach, you see there's these wonderful shells, and each one, even the tiniest, is unique and different and beautiful. And it reminds you that in each of these shells, there's been an experience of life, of existence, different than ours, and yet certainly as complete and as fulfilling. Okay. So it's interesting that they're using the bloodstream here because this chakra is connected to the glands, which is connected to the blood, which is connected to the liver, and what was the other organ that was connected? Liver, and I can't remember, but it's right by the liver. So
Kidney.
no, it's a little one that's just under the liver.
Appendix?
No. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Yeah, so funny. Okay, totally gone. Anyways, you reach down and you find a beautiful deep gold orangey shell, and you pick it up. You slip it in your pocket to remind you of this blessing and virtue called awe. As you walk and as you sit, let yourself go back through time to a younger age, when that sense of awe was the everyday occurrence, when there was always something phenomenal for you to see or do or learn. Go deeper into your heart and breathe and remember the sense of wonder, of innocence, and of splendor. Maybe it was the first time you took a walk in the woods alone, or saw a baby bunny, or discovered worms in the earth, planted your first flower garden, saw an angel in the sky, discovered that you could read and that you loved reading, discovered that people thought you were awesome, because when people find you awesome, it's inevitable that they love you. So feel that sense of magnificent awe at your sweet self. Take a moment with us this morning and just feel, not just your emotional or mental or causal bodies, your wonderful array of colors. You are out there, and as I see you as green and gold, purple and violet, blue, that alone is phenomenal. But look at your body, at your fingers, your toes, your skin, this amazing mechanism that you have, that your organs work, your blood flows, your heart pumps. And even when you think or feel that something is going awry with your body, how awesome is it that it keeps going and goes into repair mode? So take a moment, deeper and deeper, and feel the awe within you. Feel the awe about how deeply you are loved by Mother, Father One, by your guides and guardian angels and those around you. That's a really good practice to do. When I was doing this, I was just like, this is amazing. So, yeah, breathe in that awe. Every day, it's a good practice to remember this.
You raise your hand.
Deeply you are loved. Yes, Lillian.
No, it's Ken.
And
I've been having a problem controlling my body.
mhm,
My blood sugar drops off like a stone, and it happens very quickly, and I'm not in control of it.
mhm,
And also I do things like bite my lip. I mean the inside of my lip, and it really hurts.
yeah.
And it just seems that I feel like I'm not in control of my body, that it makes me feel so crazy because I don't feel like I'm me when that happens.
Mhm. And is it a certain time of day that it happens?
Well, usually at night, but yeah, usually at night.
Well, even just learning about awe can help, because I've heard like it's not it what you have, is it connected to diabetes or
Well,
like
I thought so, except for one thing. Diabetes is the opposite.
oh,
Diabetes means that you have high blood sugar. I don't. I have low blood sugar.
okay, so low. Okay, so I've heard the other side speak about it craving the sweetness of life. So if it's dropping, yeah, and that's I think where this awe comes in, because this is awe. The blessing and virtue of awe is the sweetness of life and the magic and the wonder. So even breathing this saffron color every day can help, as well as researching what you're eating and why that's happening, because it's often connected to food, but there's always a mental emotional construct underneath all manifestations of the body not feeling well. So did you know how we talked on Wednesday of the surrender on the starfish on the bed and spinning out the energy through the belly button? Did you try that?
I plain forgot.
Yeah. Okay.
There was no, never mind. Yeah, I forgot.
Okay. So when something like that happens, Lillian, maybe you can remind him to just go lie down, starfish, and then listen to your guides. And I highly recommend breathing this awe and remembering how loved you are, because sometimes that's what we're craving, that love from the other side. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. And we can like I felt just making this slideshow was so beautiful, because as I was doing it, they kept getting me to do the starfish. They'd say deeper surrender, and I'd be like, oh yeah, no problem. But it took me like I had to do it. I was doing it all the time, and then I'd come out of it and go, oh, and have more greater understanding. So I highly recommend it. If you're not feeling well, go lie down and ask why. Listen, breathe awe. It's like this golden yellow. It's gratitude for yourself. It's really deep gratitude. And it can help balance your whole system because it's connected to the blood. Remember the chakra? It's connected to the blood. We studied that. This umbilical chakra is connected to the blood and the glands. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah. And
Thank you.
you know what I'll do? I will send you like the info about the organs that it's connected to and the glands, because I think that's why you're bringing it up. Because
I'm sorry, say that again.
I think you're bringing it up because it's connected to your blood sugar, and that's what this chakra is all about. It's connected to the blood, the flow of blood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
makes sense.
yeah. So you can just literally spin this, whatever it is, out your belly button. The mental emotional construct connected to you not feeling well. But maybe Lillian, you'll have to remind them.
Yeah, it makes a good nudge.
Yeah, go lie down, go starfish, surrender. But it's just a good practice for all of us. And if ever you're feeling out of sorts, go into the stillness and ask your guides what's going on. Yeah, and I'll send you the information so you've got it in an email too.
Thank you.
Okay, and Derek.
Yeah, it says in your chart here that awe is also related to addictions. So that might be something to look at as well.
Yeah, every emotional, mental construct not of love is an addiction to pain. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what we're spinning out through the belly button. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, so like do you wake up sort of feeling uncomfortable about yourself sometimes?
Well, my usual pattern is that I have to go to the bathroom. I wake up too early and then I can't go back to sleep. And sometimes I can take a nap in the afternoon and sometimes I can't. So that contributes to the fact that I have no energy. So it is a real big mental thing. I mean, my head starts to spin with all these thoughts, negative thoughts, I guess, that I need to beat off.
No beating them off. Just allowing them. Just go starfish and allow them. We're not beating anything.
All right.
Yeah, no, we're learning to be gratitude for them. Forgiveness of them, gratitude, love, and just allowing them. Because they're teaching us something. They're our greatest teacher.
But then after you've done that, don't you want to replace them with a positive thought?
Well, it's a natural because that's the default. We already are that. So once they're gone, and your default is joy. Yes, Steve.
I want to caution you against the trap that I was in for years, which is not doing anything with any bad thought until I had a good one to replace it. What I discovered was all I need to do is just drop the bad thought. Just
Yeah,
let it
absolutely.
go. Don't replace it with anything or you'll hang yourself up. Just let that bad thought go. Boom.
Yeah.
Usually what I try to do is do either forgiveness or Saint Germain taught me something, that a little exercise that I do to help change things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
The violet flame is amazing. If you just go and lie starfish and surround the bed in the violet flame and just allow the violet flame to explain things to you. Because
okay.
that's what it does. I mean, that's Saint Germain. He'll come and he'll explain everything, and everything just dissolves. the violet flame is all about balancing the masculine and the feminine, basically.
Okay.
Your mother and your father, the belief systems you've taken on from both of them. And once you can get to real deep gratitude for everything they taught you, everything just dissolves. There's no addiction in that.
Yeah, I use the violet flame a lot.
And that's what we are. We are naturally gratitude for everything. In the higher realms, they adore the divine mother, the divine father. So we adore our parents in the higher realms. And we get caught
Well,
in
I
the
don't know
belief
about
system
that.
here. Oh yeah. Everybody's friendly and there's no enemies.
Okay, okay.
Physical parents.
And in the higher realms, yeah. And here, like, we're getting to the point where we're just absolutely adoring everybody. That's ascension. Even the ones really acting out of alignment, because they're just like children that they don't know any better. They're unconscious. So if we're sending out hatred and blame, that keeps the whole system in place. But you're sending out, we can all do this together. Come on into the middle. Let's create peace on earth. You can drop the weapons and everything that you're doing. But it's hard for that to happen if we're sending out blame, and shame, and guilt.
Okay, it's all right. What happens is I'm okay up until the point where everything drops out. It's like the bottom falls out. And at that point, I'm no longer balanced. Um, um, God, what's the word I'm looking for here? Enervated, completely enervated.
Mm-hmm.
I have no energy and I have no ability to sometimes bring myself out of it.
Okay, well, maybe your guys are doing that on purpose to get you to surrender. Yes, Steve.
Sounds like a Vassana to me, Ken.
And sorry, what?
It sounds like a Vassana to me, some programmed way of responding to things born of injury and upset and trauma.
Oh,
When something happens, I get tired, fatigued. Sounds like there's some little model of behavior in that.
okay.
What happens before the fatigue?
It depends on what triggers it. Sometimes it is because I've gotten real angry. And that'll trigger it. I'll lose I'll begin to get enervated. Other times I'm not sure. It's like I'm what's the word I'm looking for here? I just lose my energy. I don't know how else to explain it.
Well, even saying that you get triggered, maybe it's because you're angry or something. Like,
No, that does happen sometimes, but I can't say that it happens all the time. Well, maybe it does. I don't know. I'll have to look at that.
usually if there's a trigger, that's Vassana, right?
Yeah.
As-
Yeah.
So I'd look for the Vassana there, and then as Kathleen says, go spread eagle on the bed. No,
Starfish.
starfish.
Well, isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, it is.
And just allow it to come up, and you'll recognize it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then just let
Okay.
it depart.
Just
Okay.
let it go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Starfish.
And laugh. Like, the more we laugh, the faster it goes. And you know what it feels like? Your guides are bringing you to that state where you have no energy, to get you to lie down and just listen to them and let it go. Because
Okay.
once awareness sets you free, if you can get to the root of it,
Yes.
it dissolves.
Yeah. Truth will set you free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Lillian, you're gonna have to remind them, because sometimes we paralyze ourselves with fear, and then we don't know what to do, and you're just like, oh, this doesn't feel good. But if you can get yourself up and get yourself starfished on the bed and relax and just listen to your guides, it can totally disappear.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll work on that. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. And breathe awe too. And that's why you're explaining this to us right now. Because if you're breathing that saffron yellow color, in that is great understandings of love, magic, wonder, miracles, your guides, how much they cherish you.
You know, it's almost like when you're talking about that, it's excuse me, like cinnamon ice cream is the color of what you're describing.
Yes. Okay, there you go. And that's the sweetness in life. You're craving the sweetness. So the cinnamon ice cream is like a metaphor
Hmm.
for the sweetness of understanding the love of the other side, which is
Okay.
us, the love within, the love within. Yeah.
Okay.
Good work. Okay. All right. Yeah, there is no gratitude for self. Too often, far too often, we hide our light under a bushel basket. We think ourselves not enough or small or try and live small, but you are not. You are amazing. You are this unique creation, one of a kind. So let that wonderful golden saffron flow through you. Curl your toes into that sand, feel the sun on your face, the wind in your hair, and give yourself permission to play, to explore, to have fun. Even though you may be at work, you may be at home, you may be doing something really important, give yourself permission this day to bilocate and play with us at the beach. And yes, it is that simple, and simply be. Oh yeah. That's the starfish on your bed. Pretend you're at the beach. Yes, Darren.
Yeah, that first line is almost word for word what I was told in a reading many years ago.
We hide our light under a bushel basket.
Yep, that was me.
Okay, so, and you know what that is? It's no gratitude for self, basically. That's all it is. If you can
Well,
wake up and be gratitude for yourself in the morning and make it a practice, it can change your whole day and your whole life.
yeah, but I didn't know that back then.
No, we didn't understand that. We just woke
None
up
of
in
us did.
discomfort. We woke up in discomfort, like the mental just going, and I'm like, oh, this isn't any fun. And then once most of the belief systems are let go, yeah, the default is gratitude. Waking up in joy. And this bilocating, it's not only sitting in your chair and pretending you're at the beach or, whatever, or lying on your bed and pretending you're at the beach, but it's also being in a couple of different divine states at the same time. So trust and gratitude, the Divine Mother and the Divine Father, the forgiveness and the gratitude. Yes, Darren.
Yeah, I like to bilocate into infinite expansion.
Yeah. Well, those are divine states, basically. That's what infinite expansion is. Like, yeah. So yeah, however you want to do it, just know that it's like it's divine states. It's imagining physical states, spiritual states. So yeah, and we can do it. It's not difficult. Okay, so this this is really funny because I was going through my images and this was one that I put together. So it's blue shells, it's a blue starfish, it's golden stars underneath, and this is like the color of awe right in the middle, a sand dollar. That's a sand dollar that my daughter painted. She painted all of this. And then I just put the images together. But what came to me is ascension is reframing how we feel, basically. Once, like, it's us knowing to come into this gratitude for everything. So it can be a mastery of how we view the past, reframe it to saying everything that we learned was our greatest teacher. Our dad, our mom, our siblings, these feelings, reframe them to our greatest teacher so that we're in a state of gratitude. And that's ascension. It's basically elimination of all pain. So this is the umbilical chakra where you can spin it out. The blue is connected to trust, faith, hope, and forgiveness. That's the mother energy. That's the movement of the mother. And when we're anchoring the future, which is what Archangel Yophiel talks about, we're coming into those gratitude, compassion, forgiveness of self. And it's gold and saffron. This is the fourth dimension of magic and alchemy, connected to the charity, that green alchemy, the charity. Again, sharing gratitude. This is our mastery. This says miracles going this way, connected to love. So, yeah. And Archangel Yophiel was Joseph in form. He was the father of Jesus in form. So, you know, and he was in his mastery in that lifetime. Archangel Michael did say that Yophiel was balanced enough so that he could be on earth and not fall out of balance. I remember Michael distinctly saying that. Do you remember that, Steve?
No, but I'm jealous. Wow.
He was, yeah, he was really steady. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yes, Darren.
Yeah, I'm really glad you explained this miracles because I couldn't figure out what that word was.
I was waiting for you guys to ask. What is that? Well, you know what's weird? It just all started coming together. Like I don't know, it just sort of happened. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna flow with this. But this is the elimination of all pain when you're in the divine states, basically, and we understand the dimensional growth patterns, and of course the laws. But that I've got the law of change up here. Okay, so that was just a fun thing, and I had no idea what this meant, but I'm sure I was anchoring in the fourth dimension here, and I was sending out forgiveness of everything. And underlying that was the gratitude, the golden gratitude. So it's a pretty magical drawing. I had no idea. No idea that's what I was doing. Yeah, Darren.
To me, it looks like a compass.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so maybe Jesus was helping me. Yeah, probably. Yeah, because yeah, he came and shared about forgiveness a lot, didn't he? And that's the blue. Wow. Amazing. There's not much green in there, but the gold is almost a greeny color. Anyways, all good. Okay, so now we're going to learn a little bit about Archangel Yophiel. So I found a post. It was called, it was in 2012. I think it was one of the first ones about Archangel Yophiel. And so he travels on the violet, the amethyst, and the garnet. These are the rays that he travels on, that deep red plum color. And Linda said, it looks like he could be from the World Wrestling Association. He's so buff. He's muscular, looks like he could take on the universe. He has black, shiny, a beautiful, shiny, black, unruly, curly hair. He looks like a pirate, and the hair comes down to his shoulders almost. He has black eyes. You don't even see the pupil. Wonderful, laughing, sparkling black eyes. And like all the archangels, this amazing smile and the whitest teeth. Okay, you see the mischief and you see the wisdom. And when he looks at you, you see this feeling of, yes, I know everything about you and about the cosmos. He is the archangel of the cosmos saying, don't take it so seriously, find the joy in it. He doesn't wear angelic garb. It's more like a pirate in a Roman toga to his knees, not to the ground. And his sword is pewter, a Viking sword, a massive sword. Archangel Raphael incarnated as Joseph, the father of Jesus or Yeshua. He had the strength and the wisdom and the ability. He has been part of this unfoldment of the mother's plan forever, for eons. And he says to us, we forget how worthy we are, that we are a spark of the divine, each one of us, and to bring that feeling and that knowingness in with our breath and bring it down into our heart. And in keeping with the universal theme of gratitude, there's that gratitude, give gratitude for who we are, for all of us, for our courage and our stamina, for our light. Take this moment to cherish ourselves, to acknowledge ourselves, to love ourselves. So there it is again, how important it is to find the sweetness of ourself. And that in that we can, all those vasanas and belief systems dissolve. Okay. Yes, Darren.
Yeah, I think we can't underestimate how important that saying is.
What part of it?
Well, the whole thing that Yofiel says.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And it's interesting that he talks about gratitude and awe, and so did Lao Tzu. He said to be truly grateful for all the blessings bestowed on all of us. So gratitude keeps coming up, and I'm beginning to feel it as much as all the forgiveness work that I've done for years and years. The gratitude is going deeper and deeper and deeper. So it's really, yeah.
DK always talks about gratitude.
Yeah, yeah. The mother energy is more hope and forgiveness and faith and trust, and the father energy is that joy and gratitude. The golden awe is golden. So yeah, yeah. And it's the balance of both. So we want equal measure of both, the mother and the father, and then that goes right back to childhood. What we viewed, how we feel about our parents. Yes, Karen, Ken.
One thing that I forgot is that the way I feel about my cats, because they are so wonderful and they remind me of cherishing love and gratitude.
Yes. Okay, now when your blood sugar drops, do the cats notice it?
I don't know. What do you think?
Do they come and cuddle you?
Stay-
Yeah. Roscoe does.
Yeah. Okay. Roscoe does.
Okay. So he's your he if you can, would he go, like if you starfished on the bed, would he come and be with you?
That I don't know because I haven't starfished.
Okay. Okay. Well, they'll be interesting to watch because the cats are transmuting the energy, not of love. Like there's no accident. You have two cats. Because both of you are doing big work for the collective. Yeah. So no, it's not just, it's so much more. And that's why it's so important to listen to your guides when something like that happens, because it's so much more than we realize.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I think we're just going to do one more slide, and it's another description of Raphael, and then we're at the 45 minutes. Yeah, but let's just do this because it's just a little bit of a repeat. And Linda says, I wanted to say a few words about Archangel Raphael. So this is actually from the Blessing and Virtue of Awe. And to me, he is an unusual archangel. When Raphael appears to me, he's huge. Most of the archangels are lithe. They're very tall. Archangel Michael is muscular, but they're lithe. So that means, I guess it means they're not overweight. Is that what lithe means, Steve? Yeah.
It means well, nicely figured.
Yeah.
Well proportioned.
No extra weight.
Okay. So okay, lithe. Raphael looks to me. So what's that?
Leith.
Oh, Leith. Oh,
Leith,
okay. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay, Leith. All right. Raphael looks. Yeah. L. Yeah, Lithe. Leaf. Yeah, I always thought it was live. Okay. Yophael looks to me, this is the description that I always use. He looks like a pirate. He's big and he's muscular, and there's nothing meek and mild about him. He's got these black eyes and this black wild curly hair, longish black hair, and this smile is just a pirate smile. He comes on the ray of magenta and amethyst, and he often says to us, he is our island. He is our place of safety. So Ken, I would call on Yophael when you're feeling the blood sugar drop or whatever. Okay? Because he
Yofi
is,
dust.
what's up?
Yofi dust.
Yeah, but actually call on Yofi because he's gonna be with us for the next several weeks, and he could
Okay.
straighten this
Call on
whole,
Yofi.
yeah, he could straighten this whole thing out for you. He's
Cool.
yeah, I mean, you saw the picture of that. He's like right with us. Okay, so
Okay.
he's our island. He is our place of safety. So and now Linda's describing the last weekend before we get on the show. Yophael comes and he takes my back, and I just feel him standing there, and his wings are enormous. I mean, he is certainly bigger than this room, and they are outside the house, but he's there like a protector, the protector. He has the sense, or I have the sense actually, that when he's there, nothing can ever hurt you. But there's this playfulness in his eyes, because, you know, once we can start laughing about these old belief systems, they dissolve. So there's this playfulness in his eyes as well, that smile in his eyes, that you can tell that he knows that we're here. Even when we think we're in the misery and the doldrums, he knows what we were intended to be here, that we were intended to be here for a good time. And she says, I'm crazy about Archangel Yophael, and he carries a sword, a very big sword. So I think we'll just leave it at that. So anytime you're feeling blue or, you know, down in the dumps, call on Yofi, and even make it homework so that you can come to next class and say, oh, I had this experience. Because he's really been helping me a lot with deeper understanding. So he is extraordinary.
Right.
And if you see, like,
Oh,
because he's a giant pirate. Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, we're at the 45. So I think what we'll do now, if that's okay with everyone, we'll send love out for 10 minutes. And let's send out, what should we send out? Should we send out awe to the planet?
Yeah.
Awe and wonder and purity, and maybe let's go back a couple slides. Let's see if we can find one. Yeah, how about you are amazing? Send that out to the planet. To everyone. All right. So I've got the timer set. You can mute yourself if you want. And we'll see everybody in 10 minutes. Okay, so that's the end of 10 minutes. Come back to reality. How was that for you, Steve? Did you enjoy that?
Oh, very nice. I started out radiating awe, but very quickly became love. Oh, that was very nice. I felt very rejuvenated by that.
Oh, good. Yeah, I find that when we're immersed in all the teachings, it's a great time to send. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did anybody feel Yofi behind you?
I don't know, felt a lot of awe,
Yeah.
you know, magenta, you know, and amethyst. They're two of my favorite colors anyway, so I really enjoy those colors. And so I surrounded the whole planet with those colors, threw a whole bunch of Yofi dust on top of that, and got a whole planet to feel like everybody on all humanity to feel like they're safe on this planet. You know, that they feel the safety of Yofi. So that was the main thing I did. I sent that out around to all of humanity, really.
Beautiful. Love it. And Lillian, you're wearing one of the colors. Yeah. Yeah, you seem to pick up on the right colors to wear. Good work.
Just like those colors.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. And did you have fun sending that out?
Oh yeah, I started out like Steve with awe and wonder, and then moved into love and sent love and Yofi dust.
Beautiful. Good. And Ken, did you find it a bit easier?
Yeah. I found as I was going through this that joy is a big part of awe.
Yes, it is. Exactly.
So I kind of tuned into that and the awe. And I don't remember who I was sending to exactly, but
I don't think it matters. It just goes out. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Well, that brings us up to the 1 hour class. Steve, you're going to be very happy, and Lillian,
Oh,
sticking to the schedule.
hot-filled.
Yeah. And we'll just continue on with this, however long it takes. I kind of like this. Seems it's working well this way.
Yeah.
And so I'll stop the recording now. So I'll just say thanks to everybody that's watching this, and we'll be back again on Monday for the sending love meditation, and Wednesdays and Fridays for the classes. So this was part 2. We'll be going into part 3 next Wednesday. Okay, so I'm just going to stop the recording.